A woman accuses this young man of getting her pregnant. To answer the charges against him, Gerard is brought before his religious superior. The young brother's future hangs in the balance, but in this moment, Gerard does something completely unexpected, something which will continue to be discussed for centuries. The year is 1754, in the Kingdom of Naples in modern-day Italy. Alphonsus Liguori, founder of the Congregation of the Most Holy Redeemer, otherwise known as the Redemptorists, and once one of the most respected lawyers in Naples, sits across from a young brother of his order. The brother's name is Gerard Majella. Serious accusations have been brought against him. Gerard is accused by a pregnant woman of being the father of her child. For someone living a religious life, the consequences would be devastating. Up to this moment, Gerard had never been disciplined. Alphonsus is waiting for a response from the young man. What Gerard does next is completely unexpected. To understand how this situation arose, we must go back a few years. Gerard Majella was born in 1726 in the small town of Muro Lucano in southern Italy. When his father died, Gerard was still young and had to begin working to help support his family. Like his father before him, he learned the trade of tailoring. But Gerard desired something else. He wanted to give his life entirely to God. Several times he attempted to enter religious life, and several times he was refused, mainly because of his fragile health. Superiors feared he would not survive the demands of the vocation. Then, in 1749, Redemptorist missionaries arrived in his town. Gerard followed them constantly and begged to be accepted, but they refused him. So strong was his desire to join them that the superior eventually suggested to Gerard's family that he be locked in his room the night before their departure, lest he attempt to follow them again. They did as he suggested, yet the next morning, the room was empty. Gerard had tied bed sheets together, lowered them from the window, and climbed down. Then he set out on foot and caught up with the missionaries miles outside the town. His persistence finally convinced them, and Gerard was accepted. Over the next several years, he became known throughout the communities where he served. He worked tirelessly in whatever tasks were given to him, and often accompanied missionaries on their journeys. During these travels, he frequently helped families and assisted young women who hoped to enter religious life. One of those women was Neria Caggiano. Gerard had helped her obtain entrance into a convent, but after only a short time she returned home. Not long afterward, a letter arrived for Alphonsus Liguori, the founder and superior of the Redemptorists. In the letter, the young woman accused Gerard of serious misconduct. The accusations were grave. That letter is what brought Gerard into this room. Alphonsus now waits for Gerard to answer the charge. Before becoming a priest, Alphonsus had been a brilliant lawyer. He knew how accusations worked. In his experience, innocent men almost always defended themselves immediately. They explained, they denied, they argued. But Gerard does none of these things. He doesn't argue. He doesn't deny the accusations. He remains silent, and the silence stretches on. Eventually, Alphonsus can wait no longer. The accusation is in writing, and Gerard refuses to answer it. Alphonsus feels he has no choice. He imposes severe restrictions on Gerard. The young brother is forbidden from receiving Holy Communion and ordered to withdraw from his normal work and contact with others. News of the reprimand spreads quickly. Many who had admired Gerard are stunned. His reputation collapses almost overnight. The man many had respected now stands alone under suspicion. Several months pass. Alphonsus receives a visitor. It is the young woman who made the accusation against Gerard. She appears deeply distressed. Alphonsus greets her, assuming she has come to provide more detail about the accusation or perhaps to seek guidance. "How can I help you?" he asks. Her answer surprises him. He didn't do it. Gerard? Alphonsus asks. Yes, Gerard. He is innocent. I made the whole thing up. Alphonsus stares at her in disbelief. Did he not tell you? She asks. Did he not say it was all a lie? Surely he defended himself. Alphonsus answers quietly. No. He remains silent. At that moment, Alphonsus remembers the words of Scripture describing Christ before his accusers in the Gospel of Matthew. He gave no answer, not even to a single charge. So concerned was Gerard for the woman's spiritual well-being and reputation that he accepted humiliation and punishment rather than defend himself, knowing it would expose her. For months, he had even accepted being forbidden to receive Holy Communion, the greatest suffering a devout soul could endure. For many people, reputation is everything. For Gerard, following Christ mattered more. Gerard Majella died in 1755 at only 29 years old. Yet during his short life, he had already gained a reputation for extraordinary holiness. Numerous miracles were attributed to him both during his lifetime and after his death, and devotion to him spread rapidly throughout Italy. Alphonsus Liguori, who would later be declared a doctor of the church, never forgot what he had witnessed that day. For one moment from Gerard's life remained unforgettable. The day he stood accused and said nothing.